Welcome back, everybody, to Champions League. We've got another match here tonight, and it should be a good one. I'm a little unsure of how this will go, but I mean it'll definitely be interesting. We've got two teams that maybe aren't quite where they want to be in the power rankings, especially if you're Phoenix. Lag also kind of got knocked down after almost losing to Big Dub Gaming, and the players talked about it. They weren't happy. They're here for a little bit of revenge, and they said how they will not take the disrespect that was shown to them by the rankings committee. That is what they said. And I'm excited to see what they're bringing to the table. I mean, it's obviously a team that feels very strong on paper. Maybe in the week one execution, I mean, they didn't have Blitz, to be fair. But in their defense, they did have their substitute Tormix. So, I mean, I don't knock him down too much for it. But yeah, I mean, this is a team lag, or this is a lag esports that should be really good on paper, and I think they are. Like, I think they've got the means to be a top team. The question is, will we see that top team? I mean, obviously, so far, so far they're 1-0. But for Team Phoenix, this is a team that is not starting off so hot. And they had a rough go around in week one, and they talked about it. Hey, it was our first time playing together as a team. If you know the situation. They were coming in late, and so that is the thing. It was not an easy position for this team. Obviously, it it was a low chance that it started off right. And so for this team, they're looking to prove, hey, we've put in the practice, we've put in the background work, everything like that. But this Team Phoenix team, I believe, is going to start bus unless they've made a change. Sentra's in the lobby. But Sentra and Bus can play for each other. These two are good friends. They know each other well. Def not a Fed didn't have a great preseason with Tier 1, but he had a good week last week. And then over on the side of Lag, you got the superstar Oni, Life Story, who can be such a great player, and then Blitz Comeback, who's always so solid in the back line. And I mean, this should be a good match. It has all the makings for it. And so we're just going to have to see how much work have Team Phoenix put in for the background. And I am getting official confirmation Sentra will be starting today. But we do have both teams coming in, getting ready to go. Just a reminder of what we're kind of looking at around the league. Hydra took an FF win. We saw earlier today Thunderbolts beat Metal Turtles. And now we have these two teams ready to go. I'm going to give them 1 minute. But I wonder, chat, put in your predictions. Predictions are live. You can bet channel points on who you think is going to win the series. Make sure to back the team you're supporting and get rallied and hyped for them in the chat. Okay, I'm back. Dev, no. Dev, no. Love you, homie. I'm just deleting that message. You're untimed out. We don't allow sexual things here in Champions League, but we're good to go. The players are good to go. I'm good to go. Everyone's good to go. Dev, you're untimed out. By the way, congrats on getting a sub from Yubo. Shout out to Yubo. Hey, attorney, what's up, homie? How you doing? And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Champions League. We've got a fun match here tonight between Lag and Phoenix. Lag looking to prove that the rankings committee should not have been so harsh on them after knocking them down 5 spots. And the players said themselves they're going to prove everyone wrong. And for Phoenix, I mean, it's still the early stages of this team. The rankings committee is favoring Lag heavily here, but a nice save from Def Not a Fed. That man was on fire in the net last week, averaging 3 saves per game, second highest in the league, second only to the player of the week, Rob. But unfortunately, last week, it wasn't enough to get them a win. But hopefully this week can be better for them, as Oni is going to toss that to the middle. Centra will be there to shut it down. Now Lifestory has to make a catch, but it's an awkward touch out of him. Charge going to put a shot on, but Oni very quickly blocks that away. And Oni clears it down, but Centra's there. And Centra, no stranger to these scenarios, no stranger to Champions League. He was the substitute on the Season 2 championship winning team as Charge tries to get this through bus, but he just ran out of boost at the worst moment. But Centra is a champion here in Champions League, albeit with an asterisk since it was as a substitute who didn't get to play. But a championship is a championship. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo won, I think it's a total of like 4 Super Bowls or whatever it was, something insane, while having not played in them. But in this Team Phoenix team is coming out here looking strong so far. They seem to be getting the upper hand, but Oni, I mean, he is the high rank for this team, and he's someone that a lot of the league has said you have to look out for, as this one, weird camera angle, not quite sure what happened there. Rocket League's been buggy all day, but a beautiful shot from Lifestory, and Def Not a Fed just barely didn't have the boost to stop that one. Not even sure what happened. I didn't even hit anything. Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen. It's great. But welcome in, everyone. How are y'all doing? Just a reminder, the predictions are about to close. Make sure to predict who you think is going to win this series, as Lagger already up 1 early here in Game 1. Now, again, they are the favorites, according to the rankings committee. The predictions have officially closed. But Centra going to tie this one up, and it's just a nice air dribble through, and Oni just caught it going the wrong way. I mean, that's about as far down as it gets. But Charge now feeling rejuvenized with his team as Centra will redirect it in, and Centra doubles the lead immediately. Beautiful pass out of Charge, and Lifestory was just a little bit slow to this ball. And you got to think about it. Last week, Team Phoenix started Bus. They subbed in Centra for Game 3. Now, I'm told the reason Centra is starting here today is he's the one that warmed up with the team because Bus wasn't available. So I wonder if we're going to see a substitution later on. But right now, I mean, things are looking good for Centra. And I mean, he's got 2 goals to his name off of the 2 shots, and this one's going to be awkward, but luckily no one there for Team Phoenix. And again, this is a team that there's kind of a lot of question marks around, because the thing is, if you've been around CL, you know the story. Zave got kicked out, and Centra took over as franchise owner and made Team Phoenix and put together a roster quite literally going into week 1 of the regular season, and week 1 didn't look great, as this one not gonna look great either. Oni just kind of finding a freebie after Centra's miss, and Charge was just not really ready for Centra's miss. Centra go, Oni go, Ivy, pick a side. Who are you rooting for? I mean, Ivy's just like me. Ivy's here for some good Rocket League. And can't say I don't blame him. Everybody wants to see some good Rocket League happening here, as Oni will try to get this through. And Central will just take this through skies, gets the reset off the ceiling, but gets a little bit caught up in traffic. And he won't be able to get back to it, but Charge is here to clear it away. And so far, these two teams look dead even. Team Pinch coming out. That's an awkward ball, and Centra has his third off of the most awkward play I've seen, and it just works. Lord knows why Team Phoenix were double committing, but the Lord works wonders here on this pitch. I am see, normally you show a coach that double commit anytime and the coach is telling you off. What are you doing? Why are you there? Why are you double committing? Everything like that. Right there, coach is saying good job. Uh-oh, this isn't a good job, though, as the double commit does not work out in their favor. Central, luckily, though, gets back to it. And the official series prediction for this from the rankings committee, like the average prediction, was 3-1. It was a lot of 3-1s and some 3-0s in favor of lag. So the thing is, while Team Phoenix are 40 seconds away from closing the game, it's not just about this game one, but you definitely feel good to get your first win as a team here in CL. Charge has to take this up the wall, and he doesn't have the reset, though, as Life will just have to clear it. And Def Not a Fed just throws it right back downfield. And this is a guy who looked good during the offseason. It was a bit surprising to see him finding himself on the back of a trade from the team he got drafted to, but Team Phoenix clearly felt confident in the guy, trading a first-round draft pick for him. Now you got to be the first to defend this one. Everyone's going to be whifty-whiftying. Life Story shot shut down by Centra. Follow-up from Blitz is good, and we're heading to overtime. Everyone on low boost, everyone whiffing the ball, and Blitz takes advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Champions League. There's always some chaos going on. I'm surprised we got here to overtime, but credit to Blitz and Lag as they got here. And now Blitz will try to take this downfield. Oni gets it through one. Charge, awkward positioning, but luckily it doesn't go through. And he's going to be able to back away. Now the pass out to Blitz. It's a nice pass, but Charge is just reading his book of spells. He knows exactly what you're doing, and he shuts it down. Now, I mean, this Lag team has gotten into overtime, but they haven't been the ones in the offensive driver's seat for this game. Oh, my. Okay. Def Not a Fed and Centra just completely ungoaled it. And Lag Esports take game one. I mean, that feels like a game one that Team Phoenix should have won. That definitely feels like a game one they should have won. They played so good there, and they were generally the more aggressive team, I feel like. Had more control, but also Lag had a ton of shots. But it was a lot more saves out of Team Phoenix. But ultimately, it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. And you gotta wonder how this is going to move forward for them, because here's the thing, they're at an 0-4 game count. Now, definitely you gotta be feeling better after that game one, but I mean, I question what you have to do to change things. I think you just need to try to prevent the shots a bit more. Kind of not allow those opportunities, and make sure you're communicating on defense. Please, no more moments like that overtime or 0 seconds. Yeah, that's something, ladies and gentlemen. It's Champions League. Why are you surprised? As we get ready to go back into game 2. Team Phoenix, how do you bounce back after game 1 that was honestly, quite frankly, stolen from you? I mean, guys, you in chat, you guys play this game, you guys play in this league. You tell me, it does it? Oh my, Oni working his magic. I didn't think this was gonna get through. I didn't think it would go through too, but Oni fakes out Sentra and just air dribbles it through, and Def Not a Fed did not have the boost to get there. But chat, you tell me your opinion. When you lose a game 1 that you really should have won, does that tell you, hey, like, we were winning, we can just go out there and win game 2, or are you starting to feel a bit more nervous and you feel like, man, I can't believe it, and it kind of just drains you a little bit? It's an interesting dilemma. But Life Story going to clear this, trying to get it to Oni, who picks up the boost, but Def Not a Fed will be there for the coverage. And now Oni going to try to dribble this through. Charge, last one back, has to make a save. No, Blitz passes it, and the lag passing plays are coming through beautifully. As Charge just was out of position, and Life Story hit it home. Rob is not happy in the chat with the backboard defense, as Def Not a Fed will get the 50 here, and it is down to Sentra. Sentra gets it past the last defender, but he just doesn't have a recoverable position. Charge has a shot, but he just can't quite get it on target. And this is the thing about lag, is they work together really well as a team. I had a chance to catch up with Blitz in an interview off stream, and he just said that Oni really teaches them how to play, and the fact that he's just such a good mentor to Life Story and Blitz, and this man just brings that other presence for the team. I feel like in season 2 we kind of saw some of the high ranks really didn't bring that coaching presence, but this season a lot more of them have started to, and it's working well for their teams. Now, Charge tries to send this down, and he just doesn't get the bounce that he wants. Is anyone back for that? Def Not a Fed is back. Second best defender in week 1, and he will keep it out yet again, as Sentra will send it down the pitch, and this one's just not going to be reached by Oni, and Sentra has them within 1. Oni just went for the boost? Ladies and gentlemen, boost over ball. That's the next lesson of the coach, apparently. But the good news for lag is they are still up 3-2. And the good news for Team Phoenix is there's still 3 minutes. And the good news for Team Phoenix is they might have another, but Sentra just barely puts it wide off the post. Charge has to chase this one down, and he gets the chase down block. And that that bounce crossed Oni, but Charge will throw it to the middle, but that's all he's got for this one. Not really an angle to follow up from. And now Oni to the skies. You know how dangerous this man can be. Sentra says, get out of here. He took him down, but Charge completely whiffs it, and Life Story is going to score. Oh, man. Never pretty to see that. Sentra did everything right getting the bump, and I mean, it was just blown. That's all I can say, is this one's put across. Charge just caught out of position again, as Oni will try to pop it over the top, but Def Not a Fed's gonna be able to shut it down as Sentra takes over on the dribble. Flick past 1, tries to flick it past 2, but Life Story says no. Oni tries to get this through, and he does. Charge last back has to make a touch, and it's an all-important one, as Sentra just tries to put them on the back foot. And this one gonna go over 2, past to Sentra, and Oni's just doing so much here on this play, as he is able to get it past 3. And Team Phoenix yet again have to go back to the drawing board for offense. as this game goes on, you gotta wonder what Team Phoenix need to do differently. I mean, I hate to harp on a player, but I think it mainly comes down to Charge. It's been a bit of a rough series so far and just caught out of position sometimes. And he almost gets a good pass to the middle. But Charge is a player who can play so well. There's a reason they brought him in as the second man. But I mean, this one just hasn't looked good so far. Sentra, always reliable, makes a good touch. As this one pinched down, Sentra may have this. Life Story has to get back to it, and he does. Can he get it again? Yes, he can, but Death Out of Fed's going to put down the shot, but it's going to be a miss, and Charge is going to quickly be there for the follow-up. And Phoenix are within one. You know, very much a chaotic play there. Defense kind of sent scrambling. Life Story getting 2 50s there, but ultimately it was not enough to allow his teammates to get back to the ball. And it was just quite the dilemma, as this is going to be a dilemma. If Oni can't get back, he's going to have to race back for boost. Sentra past to Charge. Charge to the middle, looking for the bump. No, it doesn't come through. But Sentra's there, but Sentra doesn't have boost. Charge has to go. Charge completely whiffs the ball with the full tank. And that might have just killed the Phoenix offense. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board. 30 seconds left to go. Sentra through the skies. Not today. As this one is still hanging around the net. Blitz clears it out. Charge puts it off that sidewall, but it takes an unfortunate bounce. Sentra can't go, and they're going to have to go packing back to their end of the field as Blitz will send it into the corner, and Phoenix are running out of time. This is a team you want to see succeed, but it feels like no matter what they do, it just cannot come together. Death Not Effect caught looking the wrong way, and Lag are up 2-0. I'm grabbing water real quick. I need water. I didn't grab water before this. Is this unprofessional? Yes. Should I be doing this in front of Rob, who's giving me a great casting opportunity? No. Rob, close your eyes and look the other way if you want to be on a team tomorrow. Love you. See, I was never gone, guys. I mean, as we get back into this one, Team Phoenix, they got to figure something out. I mean, here's the thing is, yes, they were given the most unfortunate circumstances. And they've tried to make do, and they kept it close with Metal Turtles last week, which I think earlier today, they're kind of proving Metal Turtles may be a legit team. And, I mean, obviously, Lag are a legit team too, but for Team Phoenix, I mean, things are just not going right. And, yes, these guys did not have as much time to work together and prepare, but from what I heard, these are guys that know each other a little bit and have some history, and they can play so well together. But we just haven't quite fully seen that. But Charge is going to get a snipe from the midfield, and that is going to be an early goal for Team Phoenix, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. I said I needed to see a little bit more out of Charge, and we're starting to see it as he gets the snipe from the midfield on the dunk. Defense just wasn't ready at all, and I mean, I don't quite blame him. You don't expect to see your teammate in full control of the ball, and then it's soaring like a plane back into your net. But I mean, Ivy in chat is saying Phoenix reverse sweep. Maybe it could happen. Maybe it could. Well, guys, the going live notification says there's going to be own goals and shenanigans for a reason. And at this point, I think we're at a rate of 1 own goal per stream. Like, true own goal. Not like, man, I dove in front of the ball trying to save it when it was already in and it went in off of me. No, like, true, just I'm going to throw and put it in my own net. I mean, guys, we're going to have to start launching an investigation into Champions League players. Somebody check their bank accounts. I'm not quite sure if it's looking the same after the series, but Charge, now looking for a double tap, going to be shut down by Life Story, as Def Not a Fed will throw this towards the middle. Sentra is in tow, but just can't get a really good touch to follow up on. And now Oni through the skies. This is what this man does. Reset under, and he's got it, as Oni does what he does best. This man is oh so mechanical, and you just see how absolutely beautiful it is out of him. Two to one now. Team Phoenix, you're down again. What can you do here? As Blitz is going to try to rip this on net. It's going to be shut down, but I will say Lag have been playing so good in this series. It has looked really good out of them, and that man looks out of this world. Another beautiful goal out of him, looking to go up on clip of the week as he double taps this down, and the Team Phoenix players are caught with cement in their tires, and they are not allowed to fly. Oni is tough. If you haven't watched Oni play, he is very mechanical, and he is beautiful with it. He does such a great job, and we're really seeing that here. The presence he brings for this team, and both as a carry, as a mechanical player, and as a coach, it's really valuable to this Lag team, as Def Not a Fed will try to get this middle for a pass. Sentra's touch is going to go wayward, as it was touched by a defender before hitting off of him. And Def Not a Fed now needs to get this touch on the wall. Not going to. Oni through the skies. Reset over 1. No, cannot get it through 2, as Blitz will turn on a dime here. Sentra tries to send it down towards the net, and he's going to get the rebound here and put his team back within 1. And maybe a little bit of hope for Team Phoenix coming from the captain. Sentra does so well. He's such a reliable player, and we're really seeing it here. He's really done so much for his team in this series, which is why it sucks to say that he's down 0-2 in the series, as it feels like he's done so much, but it's just not enough. And at what point do you say, man, I don't know what more I can do? And Sentra will take this to the corner, knocks it to the side. That one's an awkward bounce, but Def Not a Fed wasn't ready for the defensive whiff. I can't quite say I blame him, but man, you got to be ready in situations like that, as this one ricochets off the crossbar on the pinch. Life Story back down the other way, gets the touch, no, pitches it high. Oni, reset, backboard, good! What a pass from Life Story. Don't quite know if that's what was intended, but that's what he got, and it's absolutely phenomenal from Oni. At this point, things look a little bit too far gone for Team Phoenix. I don't know if they're going to be able to bring this one back. Sentra needs to get a pass out to the middle, but it's just not going to work out. And now you're seeing all the chaos in front of the net, but Life Story still shuts it down, and Team Phoenix just cannot find a way through. They've had so many offensive opportunities, but it just hasn't worked out. What more can they really do, as its Charge will take this up on high? Not going to be able to get anything out of it, as the 50 comes through. Not going to go anywhere, and Charge with the shot opportunity, and he gets it past Oni, and hold on a second, Team Phoenix may have a chance. Never say never. They've definitely looked out of it, but who knows? All the players love spamming the ... in the chat. And as this one goes on, you've got 45 seconds. I mean, that's the thing. The good news is you have 45 seconds. The bad news, you have 45 seconds, and that man is still standing in your way. Oni gets in the way of one, gets in the way of two. Send Sentra and co packing as it's an awkward bounce. Sentra does get the dunk, though. This could be a touch for its charge. Puts it downfield, but Life Story is just too reliable. He knows how to play defense well, and he will swat this one away. Now it's stuck in the corner with 10 to go. Def not a Fed trying to get a double down. This one's going to be bouncing off the ceiling, but Sentra's out of position with no boost, and he's got to get there. Someone's got to get there. Def not a Fed through the skies. Charge completely whiffs. Oh no, that's how it's going to go down in the books. Oni wants to BM a little bit, looking for one more. Reset, absolutely not, and lag will win the series. Oh man. I mean, this felt so much better from Team Phoenix. This felt so much better, and in the crucial moment, they run out of boost. We do have three people, all three members of Lag. I can't wait for this interview. I can't wait to hear Shadow. We told you you're wrong. Shadow, you moron. Are we back top 5? Boys, how you feeling?
We're feeling great.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm low-key chilling, bro. I was vibing.
I was saying, yeah, it was a vibe. We could have played better, but you know what? We brought the game to them, and we won. That was the big thing at the end of the day, is we won. Oni was getting some good solo plays. Life playing a lot better this series. I'm glad to see that. And I was actually able to be here this time, and I feel like I have my moments too. So I think we got a little bit of work to do still, but I think we did really great as a team, and I'm very excited for week 3 here. And Shadow, I told you.
Did I hear that you guys were playing bad? Did you just say you could play better? You're playing bad down in the power rankings. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Obviously, a great performance out of you guys. I mean, that looks like a Team Phoenix that was kind of reborn, especially compared to last week. And obviously, they started having some good moments. But especially in that game 1, you guys found yourselves down. What did you really need to do to bring that one back?
Yeah.
Game 2, did you say? Sorry.
Game one. It was we were
Game
down
1.
like, it was like 1-3, I think, with a minute and a half left.
We just try and keep morale up and not get in our heads. That's what I'd say.
No, I just straight up told them that they just need to play aggressive, because I'm not gonna lie, not until game 3, I was looking just trying to see what they would do if I played third like the whole time. So that's why there was like a play change. Like that's why I kept scoring in game 3, because I was using this game to see how good Blitz and Life would play as second and first when there's like pressure when it's being streamed and all that. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we probably would have like played better, like scored more, but I was just kind of trying to see like how they would play.
Fair enough. Using it as a test series.
Our coach.
Yeah, I've heard all about it, and obviously, Oni, you bring so much value to this team, not only as a coach, as the carry, with your mechanics. I mean, what do you have to do to make sure that you can constantly find yourself in these good positions where you can not only lift up your team, but lift up yourself? I mean, we saw in that game 3 the absolutely beautiful mechanics. Walk me through that process.
I'm not gonna lie, I like lost like what you were talking about really, but I guess like I don't really play the game a lot, so I would say I kind of played terrible. Like I did not play good that series, I'm not gonna lie, but that's just because I don't play the game a lot in general. So and then for like how I bring up Life and Blitz, I just give them all the confidence they can possible, like, and with being like the higher ranked player, like they'll listen to me. So like when I just go over a couple replay reviews and they instantly change how they play, I give them praise. Like when they do good, I just like, bro, I just tell them that they're him, like they're just the greatest players to ever touch the game. Like unlimited praise, bro.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
Tony does glaze us, but I think it helps.
Oh, for sure,
Keeps
bro.
that morale up.
Fair enough. Now, guys, obviously great win out of you, but next week you guys have another divisional opponent, Metal Turtles. What do you guys have to say going into that series? Any thoughts, feelings, predictions, game plans going into that one?
Metal Turtles might have been winning so far, but we're here to shut them down. We're here to shut our entire division down.
Blitz.
That is our
Blitz.
goal.
Blitz, they lost today.
Yeah, they
Oh,
lost.
they lost. Well,
Hey,
we're
we'll
gonna
chalk it up
add
to
to
an
that loss
unfortunate.
streak, man.
Hey, I'm just gonna play the game more. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we're more focused on ourselves than we are our opponents. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Fair
this
enough.
life
That's
guy
our-
speaking, bro.
that's our game plan.
Or real
Is
estate.
for me to get off Finnick and for us to actually get some sleep. That'd probably be a good idea because we're all operating on like 4 hours of sleep a night. So
Boys, get some rest. I'm gonna send you
Yeah.
guys off so you can go get some sleep. It's what the doctor ordered. Guys, thank you so much for
Awesome.
joining me here on the desk. Congratulations on your win, and we'll see you all next week.
Thank you,
Yep.
Shadow.
Take care.
Take care.
Guys, that was Lag Esports coming off of a great win. And now, I mean, Rob, I know I didn't just see that in my chat. Oh, Lord. As we take a look ahead and looking at the rest of the week, it's been an interesting week for sure. I mean, we had what is probably going to go down as one of the best series of the season in HSA versus SBC. And then we've had a forfeit, a 3-0, a 3-0, and a 3-0. I mean, come on, man. We just want some more entertainment. As we can take a little bit of a look before we head out at some other matches coming up. Because we, as you can see, have plenty of more action coming up this weekend. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST, Overlooked will be taking on Twisted Isolation. And that is our one game for Friday. We've got an action-packed weekend. On Saturday at 9:30 EST, we've got Tier 1 versus Big Dub Gaming. At 9 p.m. EST, we've got LSV versus 1NE. This is looking like my worst nightmare. At 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Reapers versus Galactic. And then on Sunday, we've got, the 9:30 is on Sunday. That's between Tier 1 and Big Dub Gaming. That's not on Saturday. Okay, it's not as scary as I thought. I misread. But on Sunday, we also have probably one of the high stakes matches of the season, because these two have been running their mouths about each other. It's Team Bloom versus Lotus, the Battle of the Flowers. But, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to stick around and stay tuned for that one. I just want to say another big thank you to all of you guys for supporting us here at Champions League. Just a reminder, we still have a couple of Founders Badges available on Twitch, and we have a little bit of a special reward going on. First 25 subs get a special permanent role in the Discord. Now, that number may be cut down, maybe as a little too generous with 25. So make sure if you want that to hurry. Our Twitch SSL role in the Discord is being given out. And with that, you could get to vote on some things that you think will make the Twitch better and get to throw out your ideas to Champions League in a special channel. Also, you'll permanently be a official, unofficial SSL in Twitch. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at Champions League tonight. We will be raiding out. We're gonna go see our friends over at ZBF as they have the last of their grand finals going on. Now, it's for the lower ranked sections, but just because it's low ranks doesn't mean there's some fun entertainment going on, nor a lack of shenanigans. So we love ZBF here at Champions League. Huge shout out to Zohan, who plays in Champions League himself. They've thrown us a lot of shout outs over there. Please make sure to go support them. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's match. Make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. And ladies and gentlemen, one final time, thank you so much for joining us here at Champions League. We hope you all take care and have a great night.